Look, I'm with you. It's not an appealing play to look at.
Is it something as a lineman that you would enjoy seeing called? Because it looks like hell.
No, I mean, but if I'm on Philly, I probably feel a lot better about that if I have.
At that point, it's bravado. It's like, yeah, you can't stop it. TJ as an offensive lineman, and you were running that thing in Green Bay, you would be like, you can't stop it, and you know it's coming.
You don't enjoy doing it, but you know when. But it's like 55 of like 56 running it.
But it's the smarm of knowing.
Hey guys, it's the blood and sweat and the snot.
We're about to run this play that you can't stop. Try it.
Yeah,
and we're gonna hike it on too.
It is visually not appealing to look at, but no, I don't think it should be taken out just because one team is good at it. Other teams.
No, I don't like seeing any team do it. No, let me be clear. I don't like any team doing it.
And other teams,
I don't get it out.
There's no other teams that are nearly as close, as good as doing it as Philly is. So now it kind of feels like you're punishing one team. If every single team was doing it with 99%, conversion rate, I think you could make a point to say,
right, it's the
all right, this play, we got to change this. You can no longer push, you can't have the two guys behind the quarterback shoving the pile. If you want to do it just offensive line,
I'm fine with that.
That's great. But there's other teams that clearly have done it that are terrible at it. So it kind of shows that Philly's got it down to a science.
Get rid of the idea that we can have several people pushing the quarterback. You want to do a QB sneak, you do a QB sneak. Yeah. None of this nonsense with the whole 800 people pushing this guy.
I'm with you on that.
Reggie Bush would disagree with you, Mike.
Well, because I don't even think that you're allowed. I don't think defensively you're allowed to push defensive linemen. You used to be able to do that. Extra points in the NFL used to be brutal. You go to line up for an extra point, you got 4 guys over the guard, 4 guys over the tackle, and just 4 guys behind them shoving. And it was painful. It was terrible. Guys were getting hurt all the time, and they disbarred that. I don't even think you're allowed to do that defensively. So you're probably
you can't hop over the line and touch somebody.
On an extra point, you can.
Like if you can jump and not touch anybody, then yes.
Yeah, extra point you can. But defensively, I would. Hey, I'd line up 4 guys right over the center and have 4 guys right behind him. Hey, if they're allowed to shove the quarterback, I'm allowed to shove my defensive tackle and try to stop it. But I'm with you. I mean, it's just one of those weird plays because it's just visually it's so damn ugly.
They get down. Once they get to the 3-yard line, you already
know. It's ancient football. That's what it looks like.
Hey, real quick, because I wanted to stay away from it because I heard you on Monday talking about it with the guys in the morning, and the Lions got screwed. It was so stupid.
Yeah.
But as a player, I mean, you guys dealt with nonsense in Green Bay, a couple of calls, and it's like, what the heck? How do you even recover? You played the game, you know you won the game, you have it taken from you. How the hell do you bounce back?
Yeah, you know what? It's tough to do. But Dan Campbell has a secret recipe for just getting the guys back into the. It's almost North Korea, guy. Like, it doesn't matter. This is what we're doing today. We're focusing on this minute, right? This hour, this day. This is what we're doing. And I don't mean that in a negative way. I just mean it. He's got this control over these guys, and it's not even control, but it's almost like a unifying path to where, yes, now we've got something that we can all bond behind again and push us forward again, and we can unite behind. And he does such a great job of just keeping the guys on a day-to-day task to where, I was even down there on Wednesday just doing some of my pregame stuff, and nobody wanted to talk about it. They're like, we made some mistakes in that game, boom, we're moving forward, ready to go. And it's almost like, man, the message is getting down from the top to the bottom about how do we move on from this, and that's Dan Campbell, and that's a lot of the leaders that they have on that team as well that are able to do that. And for me, being on the outside, like all of us, being on the